Hi, my name is Joel Moses, and I'm a personal injury attorney. I'm based in Chicago, and for the last 30 years, I have been representing injured motorcyclists and bicyclists when they've been involved in accidents. Today, I'm going to talk about three things involving your medical bills if you've been involved in a personal injury accident. Number one, why should the bills be paid by me rather than by the person whose fault it was? Well, the first thing I go to is my father always told me life isn't fair. But the real reason for that is is when you go to a doctor or a hospital or any other medical provider, you're the one that owes the money. The contract, so to speak, is between you and the provider. So you owe that money. However, it's my job as your attorney to make sure that you're reimbursed by the person whose fault it is. That's the reason we take on these cases, and that's one of the main sources of recovery that we need to get for you. Number two, what if there isn't enough settlement money to pay all your medical bills? Well, this even more so is an unfortunate situation. The first thing I'd say is go to my previous video that deals with having the proper insurance so this doesn't happen to you. But if it does, and you get hit by a person who's at fault and doesn't have sufficient insurance, there's not going to be enough money to pay all those medical bills. So my job, and we spend quite a bit of time doing this, is to negotiate down all of the medical bills, all of any liens on the case, so that we can get you still properly paid for your pain and suffering. So out of your entire settlement has to come attorney's fees, has to come paying you for your pain and suffering, but also has to come paying any unpaid medical bills. We also, in those cases, have to repay your insurance company, your health insurance company, in case they have paid out any money for your bills. Number three, what should I do with medical bills I receive at home? So despite the fact that we are negotiating all your medical bills, and despite the fact that the hospital and all your medical providers know and they're put on notice that you're being represented, you're likely to still get a lot of bills at home. Don't panic. I know they're gonna be huge amounts, they're gonna be very unsettling, but the reality is that is part of your case. So we're compiling all those bills. You should let your attorney know of every bill you get so that we make sure there's no provider, no ambulance, no EMS, no other place that you may owe money to. And that way we can include that in your claim. And the more medical bills you have, usually the higher that claim is. The higher that claim is, usually the higher the recovery is. Most importantly is we want you to come out of this, in addition to being paid for your pain and suffering, to not have any outstanding bills. If you have any other questions, my name again is Joe Moses. I represent injured motorcyclists and bicyclists with the law firm of Kass and Moses in Chicago. Please call me at 1-800-MOTORCYCLE or 877-292-5344. Thank you.